morning, welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday, December 17th. I'm up early. I've been assessing things, looking at this Christmas stuff, planning my day. I got a new vlog up onto the channel. Yesterday was filled with new orders and sorting up all kinds of Christmas stuff. I've got some here ready to get listed, but first let's take a look at what sold overnight. We had 6 orders for $122.67. $122.67, 6 orders. That's a pretty healthy night of sales. Sunday is always one of the better selling days for me. To start off the day with over $100 in sales is always a great start. So let's take a look and see what sold. First item that sold for $16.50. It's an 2XL American Eagle, blue and white and red hooded sweatshirt, long sleeve top. Sometimes you look at an item and you know exactly where you bought it. I remember that hooded sweatshirt. I got it at that thrift shop downtown Bellingham, but it's escaping me the name. It's down there, right downtown. I used to go in there on occasion over the summer. Listed this one April 27th and it's selling now. I think I got it pretty cheap. That thrift shop, their clothing prices are pretty cheap. I think I'm probably around $3 I picked that up for. So a pretty decent profit on that one. Just trying to think of the name. The 10 best thrift stores near Bellingham. Number 1, Mystery Thrift. That's where I found it. Mystery Thrift, the Bellingham one. There's also one in Ferndale. Yeah, that Mystery Thrift shop downtown Bellingham on Commercial Street. That's a good one to go to. It looks like it says here that they're open 11 to 5 Monday through Saturday. So I'll have to stop in there again one of these days. That's always a good one to search through. I haven't really bought a lot of clothes there. I did it a few times, but I mostly went in there for hats and just to look around. They got a lot of stuff and it's priced really great. You can make a lot of profits in there. Second item sold for $13.66. It's a pair of brand new Old Navy Active Blue Balance legging Go Dry athletic pants. Solid, keyword woman. So that title was a mouthful. Brand new athletic pants. Of course, those always sell quickly when they're brand new with tags. So always be on the lookout for brand new items at the thrift. You can pick those up, maybe pay up a little bit more for them because they do sell a little bit faster. Third item sold for $15.99. It's a lot of 2 dress shirts, long sleeve. One is Hager Enterprise and one is Volcom, both men's. So I did that for a while. I would pair up a couple dress shirts, 2 large dress shirts, give the buyer a bit of a bargain to get double their money, more for their money. I kind of went away from doing that just to focus on listing individually, but I might get back into it. It does look kind of nice. I did some photo collages on this one, put 4 photos into a collage, and people tend to click on that a little bit more. So it probably led to the sale, just the extra time I put into photos and giving 2 shirts for the price of 1. As you can see, there's that photo collage as the first image, but I also put the other images so you can get a look at the full shirts and all the details, the labels. You look at everything, the collar. Definitely went above and beyond with the photos on this one. Yeah, that probably led to the sale. Fourth item that sold for $13.90. It's a blue polo sweater, men's solid cotton acrylic, collared by Van Heusen. So a size medium Van Heusen collared polo sweater. It's winter and those sweaters are still selling. If you can find them, pick them up. Usually they don't have much inventory in terms of sweaters at this point in the thrifts, but or if they do, they're charging quite a bit of money for them, so it's hard to make those profits. But like I'd suggested in past videos, you can always buy sweaters in the summertime, save them, and then list them this time of year, and usually you'll make out pretty good. People are buying up sweaters like hotcakes. You guys ever say something and wonder where that saying came from, like selling like hotcakes? Says here the phrase selling like hotcakes originated in the 1800s when simple cornmeal versions were sold at church bake sales and they snapped up by the congregation before they went cold. So I guess in this saying. It's sweaters are like hotcakes, and people are buying them up because they don't want to be cold. Does that make sense? Maybe not. I don't know. Fifth item that sold for $11.66. It's Blu-ray, The Salem Witch Trials, Echo Bridge, from 2002, a movie starring Kirstie Alley, and Alan Bates. The Salem Witch Trials. It says here they were a series of hearings and prosecutions of people accused of witchcraft in colonial Massachusetts between February 1692 and May 1693. More than 200 people were accused, 30 people were found guilty, 19 of whom were executed by hanging, 14 women and 5 men. So back then, the 1600s, they got rid of those witches. They just would hang them. It turns out 14 women and 5 men. So that's quite an interesting story. It might be worthy of a movie. Looks like they made one. The sixth and final item sold for $50.96. It's a Coach shoulder bag, black and gray. It's the Maggie version. Purse, keyword purse. So I put the purse number and some other keywords in the title as well that were shown in other listings. It looks like that was the purse that I had. I'm not expert in listing purses, but I tried to get as many keywords in there as possible, and looks like I did alright because it led to a sale. This was one I got out of a storage unit. Usually don't list a bunch of purses, but I figured these were more high-end. So I thought I'd give it a try, and it sold. So more storage unit inventory that's getting out there to some sales, leading to sales. So I'm selling a lot of that storage unit stuff. It kind of tells me maybe I should buy a few more storage units in the new year. So come back for some of that. I'm sure I'll get back into it. Maybe January will be storage unit time again. We got to get through what we have right now, though. Got a lot of excess inventory I've been working through. Got more shoes to list. I got some collectibles, some toys. There's all kinds of stuff that I have from previous storage units that I got to get listed and online. So there's going to be some of that in future videos, so come back and I'll give you guys a look at it. So if you're wondering about the sell-through rate of Coach purses, I just did a quick search. It looks like there was 110,000 Coach purses listed when you search keyword Coach purse, keywords Coach purse, and there was 45,000 that have sold in the last 90 days. So 110,000 listed, 45,000 sold in the last 90 days. That's not a great sell-through rate. So I'm pretty lucky to have sold mine so quickly. Mine was sold kind of at the low end of what things are selling for. Let me show you. So if you look at this little chart, it shows kind of what Coach purses are selling for, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Mine is right there in that 50 range. But as you see, that chart goes up and up. So some are selling in upwards of $100 and even more, upwards to 1,000, and you can see the chart goes all the way up to 1,000. So I'm right there in that sweet spot, right where I should be. I'm not too greedy with the price I'm asking, but I got it sold pretty quick. Here's a look at the most recent sale. $7.99 for just a Coach drawstring bag, $184 for that one there, $20 for that one, $27 for that one. So these are all recent sales. $299, $76 at auction, $50 best offer accepted, $139.99. So there's some high-end money. $40, $54, $98, and so on and so on. So in a market like that, where there's such a variation in prices of sale prices, it's kind of hard to determine what to list your item for. I mean, you can find the model, I guess, and see what that specific model is selling for, but when purses all over the board, and then there's a lot of fakes out there too, so you got to make sure you're selling something that's legit and you're getting that correct asking price. You don't want to sell things too cheap, but you want to be in that sweet spot. I think $50 to $100 for a Coach purse is right where you want to be. It's pretty reasonable. Of course, you'd like to get some of that high-end money if you have the right item, but you don't want to sell it too cheap. I think I feel okay with what I got for that, especially since I paid probably $50 for the whole unit, and it had several purses in it. I feel pretty good about that sale price. Alright, just like that, through the magic of video, we pulled those 6 orders. They're sitting there ready for shipping labels. We're gonna get some labels on those and get them packed up and ready for the customer. Alright, I'm taking a little breakfast break, but let me show you what I've accomplished so far this morning. Here's a look at my last 8 listings. As you can see, the last 5 were those Christmas ornaments. They're the big ones, those are a foot long. Here are the smaller ones, Santas, butterflies, more Santas, and down here we have the squirrels and more Santa tree toppers. So lots of Christmas listings are going up into the store. I want to get some more sneakers on. Yeah, I'd like to get the rest of those sneakers listed. I think I have 4 more pairs. I'm going to get those on, as well as the Lenox. I set the Lenox out there in the photo station. I unboxed it all and have it sitting out ready to get photographed, and hopefully I could get that on. 4 Lenox boxes. Some of them weren't Christmas related. There was some Halloween and more like fall related. But all ornaments that you put on the little Lenox trees, people collect those. And they sell upwards of over $100, so I'm going to get those priced accordingly. I have some listed already. I'm just going to get the rest of those up, as well as those sneakers. So that's the plan next. I thought I'd take you into the photo station and give you a look at what I was talking about with these Lenox ornaments. They're pretty intricate. I got them all laid out here ready to be photographed. Let's take a look. There they are, the 4 boxes. I took them all out. As you can see, these are kind of Halloween themed with the pumpkins and the ghosts and the cats and an owl and bats and witches. Over here we have this might be Valentine's Day themed or something. It looks like hearts and teddy bears, an angel, an XO. Over here we're probably dealing with Thanksgiving with the turkeys and the pumpkins and the squirrels and the nuts and the wheelbarrow corn. And then this is probably another Thanksgiving ornaments set with the turkeys again, and pumpkins and squirrels and squash and scarecrow and all that stuff. So we have the Thanksgiving, 2 Thanksgiving themed ornaments. One looks like Valentine's Day, and then over here we definitely have Halloween. So the bottom of each box does say what is in the box. This is the trick-or-treat ornaments is what they're calling it. Over here, let's see, focus. Those are the Be Mine Valentine ornaments. And then over here we have Autumn Delights ornaments and another Autumn Delights ornament. So that's what we have. They're all laid out here, ready to be photographed and listed. Lenox coming to my store soon. So I think I'm going to work on getting those photographed now, as well as the rest of those sneakers. I got 4 pairs set out here. Let me show you. These last 4 are the kind of the nicer items that I got last Sunday. Here's a pair of New Balance. They're kind of like court shoes for volleyball. These are those Hardens, brand new. Picked these up for $15. The polka dot Hardens, James Hardens, Volume 5, Future, I think it says. They're size 7.5. 7.5 men or 8.5 women. So it looks like they have both on there. So that's always cool. Over here we have another set of volleyball shoes. These are like brand new. These are the Gel Rockets. Look at those, all crispy clean on the bottom. So I'll probably list those as brand new. It looks like they've never been worn. And then over here we have the Gel Venture 8s, also really clean. They have been worn, but they are very good condition, as you can see. Nothing wrong with those at all. So I'll price these up a little accordingly. Some of them will go for more money than others, obviously, but the Gel Rockets, the Hardens, and these are what, New Balance 1187s. So if you want to look up those models, these are the 1187s. So that's the next 8 items I'm gonna get focused on: the shoes and the Lenox, and then we'll get back into the Christmas mode. Still gotta decide how I'm gonna list these ornaments. I'm not sure if I'm gonna list them in this big box or separate them into smaller categories. I think separating them and putting them in one of these gift boxes might be the way to go. Picked up a couple holiday gift boxes here, so I could probably put quite a few of those smaller ornaments in those and ship them at a lower price point for shipping, ground advantage. And of course we still have that Easter dish set. I was hoping to get that photographed today and listed. Got it setting up up in the living room area. It's all set out there ready for me to photograph. Let me show it to you again. Here's a look at that dish set. It's all set out here ready to be photographed. Gonna get that listed. We have a box that originally came in a nice thick box, so it should ship well. We'll get it packed up and ready for the next home. Alright, we got the last stocking to list, as well as these 4 Lenox sets of ornaments, a couple pair of shoes, so that's next on the listing agenda. There it is, last of the Lenox. Alright, I got the last of the Lenox listed. Took a lot of work to get that up there. Procrastinated on that Lenox for quite a while, but it is worth quite a bit of money, so hopefully over the next few months some of those will sell and we'll have a decent payday. I know they're all listed for over $100, but I do accept best offers on them, so hopefully we'll get some home runs, what I call them. I think of it sometimes as playing baseball. You're listing singles, doubles, triples, and home runs, and anything close to $100 is a home run in my book, but I'm dealing mostly with singles, especially right now, dealing with this holiday stuff. I've got some more of that in the photo station. I'm gonna put this Lenox away, then I'll give you a look at what I've gotten listed and what I'm gonna work on listing the remainder of the night. Alright, here's a look at the last 8 listings I did. I've got 12 up today, but here's some of the last few that I've done. Did get the rest of that Lenox up. As you can see, they're priced competitively, but they are quite pricey. $159.99 was a suggested price. I went with that. I will accept offers, and I'll run sales on those, so it'll be a little bit less than that. But those two were kind of the same. I used a different photo for the main photo just to keep it looking different, and made the few keywords different. That one's the Valentine's one. Those pair of volleyball shoes, I listed those for $49.99, but marked them off 20% right away, so they're down to $39.99. Down here, another pair of tennis shoes. They were actually for tennis. I thought they were volleyball, but they said tennis on them. New Balance 1187s. Started those at $34.99, marked them down 20%. They're down to $27.99. Basic stocking, that would be one of those singles, $7.99. That 4th Lenox unit, that one wasn't worth quite as much. Listed it for $79.99. It's on sale for $63.99 right now. And then we had some of those ornaments, the larger ones there, for $11.99. And then these 4 that I also got up, they're all priced competitively. $11.99 on sale. Already marked them down. The butterfly, the Santas, and then the homemade Santas. So I got a dozen listings up, and it's about 3 o'clock now, a little after 3, so I'm going to look into the photo station, hopefully get some more of this holiday stuff listed. Some people have a theory that the dollar amount you list correlates to the dollar amount you sell, so when I'm listing those Lenox over $100, that means I'll have big sales coming my way. And it doesn't always happen right away. It takes a few days for those listings to kind of get settled in the algorithm and get out to the people who are interested in buying them. And if you list Lenox, I had previous Lenox listed, that might spur a sale of those old Lenox that I have up there. So I've got quite a bit of that Lenox listed now. Finally got to it. Like I said, I had it in that storage unit and I knew it was worth some money, just hadn't bothered to list it. So it kind of feels good to get that out of my hair, get the last of those listed, and now they're out there. People can buy them. And like I said, there will be a few home runs coming my way in the future, hopefully. Just did a search in my store by keyword Lenox, and there they are, all 7 of them that are left. A few of them have already sold. So that's what's left, the ornaments that We're all in the photo station. They're now online. Speaking of the photo station, I did do a little organizing, and I have some stuff out there ready to be photographed and listed. I thought I'd give you guys a look at it. There's some more holiday stuff. There's 2 pair of sneakers left. Well, let's go take a look. Alright, here's what I'm working with. I got these last 2 pair of shoes. I definitely want to get those up to finish off the sneakers that I purchased. But there is other holiday stuff that I set out here that you may not have seen. This beaded set here. This was a little piece of art. When you open them, it has a surprise. I'm sure you guys have seen those before in some of the vacation spots. Few die-cast cars, small ones. This was a little specialized ornament. I had kind of a cool little holiday box. Put it in there. Probably list that. This pair of lights, we checked those. Those work. This was a Halloween lot, a couple witches and a couple pumpkins that was also in that. These specialized vintage ornaments as well by Mr. Christmas. And then these confetti, I think I'm going to list these confetti in, there's 6 here and there's 5 here, so 2 listings. Some more smalls, more singles, a Star Trek book, a pocket knife. This was another set of ornaments. I'm not sure, I might break that up and do 2. See, there's 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I could do 5 and 5. That's probably a better idea. Get the most for my money. I think I'm going to do the same thing with these tree toppers, list these individually. I was going to post them together, but these I probably will post together still. And then we have the Christmas, and Christmas. So I showed those earlier. So that's what I'll be working on, getting this stuff photographed and some of it listed tonight. So I was showing you guys the 7 Lenox that I currently have up. I also had 4 that sold. Let me show you what sold. These are the 4 that sold out of my store recently. There was the Lenox Egg. That was the one of Snoopy and Woodchuck was on it. That was a recent sale. Then we had the eggs, the Lenox Easter egg, the mini ornaments. Those sold for $55. This one actually sold for $119. And then this was the bunny rabbit. So this was all in the storage unit as well. This bunny rabbit in a tub. Actually, it's actually a dog. It's a dog wearing bunny ears. Easter puppy is what it's called. $27.99 accepted a best offer. And then this was one that I got in a junk drawer lot. It's a little elephant. Sold for $7.99. It's just a small one. So Lenox does sell. I have those sales. That's a better look at it. That's the one that sold for $119. That's a good sale. So that's a home run right there. That's what I'm talking about in the baseball analogy. And these Easter eggs sold for $55.99. That's pretty much a home run too. The Easter puppy sold for $27.99. That'd probably be a double, I'd say. This little elephant selling for $7.99. That's definitely a single. Not much, but he's just a little guy, came out of a junk drawer lot. So all you resellers that have thought about buying Lenox and don't list it because it's breakable, get over that. It is collectible. People do buy it. You can make quite a bit of money on it, and it's not really that hard to ship. A lot of it comes in its own little boxes, and it all has styrofoam and everything in it. So it's not a bad thing to pick up at the thrift and get listed and sold right away. Right, it's a little after 4 now. I've got my photos taken for the second batch of inventory I'm going to be listing. Let me give you guys a look at what I'm going to be working on tonight. You guys may have seen some of this this trio of ornaments over here. The last 2 pair of shoes from last Sunday's shoe buy. And then we have some more holiday stuff. The cookie cutters, the tree toppers, some ornaments, and those beads over there. Those are those huge strands of beads that I don't know if I showed you, but I'm going to throw in those strand of balls as well, so that will be one listing. The ornaments, tree toppers, 3 of tree toppers. That one comes with a bow. The 2 shoes, those hardens, those polka dot hardens, and then this trio over here. There's a little flower, and then this says Merry Christmas, a little hanging ornament, and then this is a house, a little hanging house ornament. There it is, sparkly and ready for the holidays. So I'm staying hydrated, drinking a nice orange LaCroix. Time to get back into list mode. This is what it looks like. You sit in front of a computer all day, and you get into list mode, and eventually you get something done, or you don't, one way or the other. Sneakers are listed. Alright, that big stack of sneakers from last Sunday have been listed. I got them all listed into my store. Now I'm gonna get back into list mode and list all this Christmas stuff. I'm gonna log into the small store. I think I'm gonna put the Christmas stuff listed into my small store, but first I had a couple orders sneak in while I was busy. Let me show you what sold. There you see it, 2 orders for $34.04. Looks like we had a hat sell and one of these Christmas LED snowmen. Let's take a look. This hat sold for $17.23. It's a Yopong Smith Flex Fit white, red, and blue cotton polyester blend baseball hat. One size fits all. Here's the other item that sold for $16.81. This was a recent listing, listed on the 14th. It's a new Philips battery operated color changing LED Christmas snowman. Keyword holiday, keyword Christmas. So yeah, I just bought that. Listed at the 14th. Here it is. 3 days later, it already sold. So that little snowman was one that I picked up at the Value Village the other day. Got a bunch of Christmas stuff at Value Village. Got it all listed. Hoping to get some of these last minute Christmas sales. And that one paid off because we got a sale right away. Alright, I got a couple orders packed up. I got those cookie cutters listed into the big store. Now I logged into my small store. Looks like we had a couple orders. Let's take a look and see what sold. We had 2 orders for $29.90. Let's see what sold. First item sold for $17.07. It's a pair of Aeropostale gray jegging jeans pants, women's size 00, regular, size 24 waist by 25 inseam. Second item sold for $12.85. It's a Star Trek The Next Generation I'm Zeta by David Peter, hardcover science fiction book. Alright, it's about 8 o'clock. I've got about 6 listings into the small store. Let me show you what I got listed. There you see it, all the stuff that I had on the on the floor rather. Those are the Christmas beads, those 5 crystal ornaments, the 1 tree topper, the 2 tree topper, the 3rd tree topper, and these trio of ornaments. These were other Christmas listings I did before. So there's 8 listings, holiday listings that I got into the small store. I think I'm going to keep going with the holiday listings, get back into the big store and list a few more ornaments. I've got those vintage 70s style ornaments in the photo station. I think I'm going to photograph those next. Let me show you those. So here they are. I put them in those Christmas boxes. We had a few extra Christmas boxes that I purchased at the Value Village the other day. So I'm going to get these photographed. We put all the colors together. So there's the blue ones, and then these are all different colors, but the same style. Some specialized ones here. This is a pretty fancy one. Let me show you that. It's got all kinds of beads and stuff. Almost, I'm not sure what style you would call that, but it's got its own little box now, a little snowman box. And then these are those vintage ornaments. There's 2 vintage ones, and then I just threw this extra one in there, another glass ornament. So I'm going to get those photographed and try to list those into the big store tonight. Alright, I got all those ornaments photographed and they're ready to be listed next. Some people have a theory that the number of sales you get in a day is determined by the number of listings you put up in a day. So if I'm able to get 20 listings up in today, then in the next couple days there'll be a 20 sale day. If you get my point, 20 listed, 20 sold, 20 listed, 20 sold. So the goal is to get the amount of listings up each day that you want in sales. That's the theory anyways. I don't know if anybody believes that, but that's what I'm hoping for when I have a big listing day like today. Trying to get 20 listings up in hopes that those 20 sales will return in the next couple days. We'll see. Here they are, all lined up. Ornaments galore. Gonna get those up into the big store. There it is, the last Christmas ornaments have been listed for the night. Alright, I got those 5 Christmas ornament listings posted to my store. It's about 9:30, approaching 9:30 now, so I'm going to call an end to the video, but I want to thank everybody for watching. This is my attempt to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours on YouTube so I can monetize my channel. So if you haven't yet, please take a second to hit that subscription button, ring that notification bell, and maybe come back and watch a few more videos. It'd be greatly appreciated. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.